Hello and welcome. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Today I'm going to make a birthday card. It's a first for me, but my friend JanetKay, Sunflowers and Joy, she used to be Sunflowers and Crafts. She's doing a birthday challenge. Hashtag joy for JanetKay. Send her a ACT card and a birthday card. Must be postmarked by June 2nd. I had to look up ATC size because this is a first for me too. 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So that's what I got. Today, I don't know how much I'm going to get done. I'm going to do the birthday card first. If I have to do a second video for the ATC, I will. But I will link Janet's video so that you can go check out all the wonderful details. Okay, so I did a lot of prepping ahead because, as you know, I squirrel and it takes a long time to get through stuff. All right, I don't have a lot of sentiments as far as happy birthday, but I did just get this one last year at a sale. A yard sale where they had a lot of craft stuff. This one is really cool. I'm going to use this one here. Your birthday is a special day. It's going to be great. This card was handmade just for you to help you celebrate. And this is by, who is this by? Let's see. Phil Crafty Martin? I don't know. I've never heard of this, but I picked up this stamp set for a great price. So this is the one I'm going to use right here. I already pulled it out. So, all right, so there's that one. And then the back of the card, I'm going to stamp. And this was another, I went to a close to my heart D-Stash yard sale. And I scored a lot of good things. And that was last year. Let's see. I'm going to use this one here, made just for you, and it's got a signature line there. This one here, I'm going to use that one. It has a lot of really cool ones, but as I do, I'll put all the numbers, if I have them, in the description. So, and I'm using this die set here by, is this Sizzix? What is this? Momenta. Okay, this is Momenta. I die cut this little jar out. This is a cute set here. It's got a little bee, some cute little flowers, a butterfly. So I prepped ahead. So let's see. This is my cards I'm going to use. It's cream cardstock, 65 pound. I cut it down to 5 by 7 because when I looked online, size of cards, that was the one that came up. So there you go. So I'm not going to use that yet because what I want to do is stamp onto frames and then glue them onto the card so I don't screw that up. So this is the little jar that I die cut out, and I've got some lace, and basically all I did, I've done this for years, took a glue stick, glued lace. It's on a roll. I used to get it at Joann's with a glue stick and then let it dry completely and then die cut it out. So that's the scrap of that. So there's that. So, and I am going to do, I picked up these little sunflowers when I was at Michael's over the weekend. So I'm basically going to try to put them in the jar. So we'll see how that goes. So I have my clear embossing powder, and I think I want to go with, let me do a test on a piece of scrap paper because I might not like it. So this is my stamping platform, the Tim Holtz, and I love it. I had it forever. And I've got the sticky grid on there. I think I took that out. Let's see. Yeah, I did. Everything wants to fight me today. Hubby's out. Oh, yeah. Hubby's out working in the barn, so I gotta pay attention to my messages and make sure he's good. Hang on one sec. Okay, we're good. All right, this is the sticky grid sheets, and you get it, it's by Sizzix, but I think you can get it on Amazon now. I'll try to remember to put a link for you. But here's the number. I don't want to spend a lot of time showing all kinds of things, but 663533. Basically, it's double-sided. It's a sticky grid. You put it down, hold your stuff so you don't need the magnets. So I love it. These are the release sheets. Looks like I'm getting low. I probably should order another package. Oh, I got a couple there. They last a long time if you keep them clean. And keep this release sheet that you take off and put it back on so dirt or, you know, anything doesn't get on there. So, oops, that goes on there. Okay, I need to start stamping stuff. So I don't know how long this card's going to take. All right, that's my release sheet. I'm going to hang on to that. I'm going to do a test here with my sentiment, happy birthday sentiment. So just gonna put that on there. And the, well, this is not close to my heart, is it? This one here? No, this is the other one, but it's very tacky. It's a very tacky rubber stamp, clear rubber stamp. And I have clear here. You can flip it over if you have rubber stamp for that's thicker. So, okay. Sometimes if they're really tacky, sticky, it will lift the paper up and you may need to use a couple magnets. So I don't get upset about that. All right, I'm going to test this Ranger Coffee Color ink. See if I like it. I have not used this stamp only to stamp the front of my packaging for a sample. So, and I'm thinking I want to heat emboss with embossing powder, so we'll see. I wish I knew how to do pause on here. Now see, that's not dark enough. Let me try this one's Rich Cocoa. And that one I've had since 2021, so it's probably dried out. This is Coca, Rich Coca. So let's see what we get with this one. If not, I do have a darker one by Stampin' Up, so. Okay, I like that. And what's really nice about the platform is if it didn't come out the way you like it, you just keep the party going till you get the desired color. But I'm trying to, I think I want to go with my Stampin' Up ink. So let me grab that. That is this one right here, and it's called Early Espresso, and I love this color. It's very juicy though. This is juicy. I just, with my arthritis, I struggle. They say you can tap it here to pop it open. There we go. All right, I'm trying to keep it clean here. Okay, there we go. It's nice and big, so it's perfect for this. And with these, because it's juicy, I would just tap, 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 and then check it out. I'm not going to push too hard. Ooh, mommy likes. Okay, I'm going to do that one. All right, so I'm going to rip this off. And I'm going to have to clean my stamp off because I want to put this on here. But before I do that, I'm going to hit it with my embossing buddy. It's this little thing right here that you can get. I'm going to run this over the top, but I don't want to do it on my project over here. I'm just going to go off to the side and do it and just rub the top of it. You don't want that in your sticky grid or your ink pad. So now I'm going to set this down here and try to keep your greasy fingers off of it, because wherever you have touched it with your fingers, sometimes I just try to go over it really carefully. Wherever you've touched it with your fingers, you have oils, and I did put lotion on, so that wasn't a good thing. I did dishes and put lotion on. It will pick up that embossing powder. So now I need to center this, so I got to clean that off. So stamping is a little bit of work in some details, but it's a lot of fun and I love the outcome. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a clean, and then I'm going to dry it with a microfiber cloth. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I've had it forever. I probably should get a new one, but this just gets any kind of fibers that come off that wet wipe, because they do leave fibers. Okay, so there's that. So now I think I'm comfortable enough. Let me test it, make sure there's no ink. All right, I don't see anything. I want to line this up on here where I want it. This is very tacky, so I kind of want it right in the center. And I'm going to take this off so I can lift it and see it. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm going for it. If not, I can always make another one, but I think it's good. So I'm gonna pick this up, and hopefully it's not too tacky. It doesn't lift my project underneath, and it's good. It didn't. All right, so now I'm gonna get my embossing powder ready so I'm not fumbling after I stamp it. And I just have, this is clear embossing powder. You can use this with any color and it just highlights it. Just be careful not to get it into your project. So, and I just have this little ice cream spoon. So I'm going to have that ready. So I'm going to stamp this. I'm just tapping because it is juicy. I could hit it again if I don't like it. Okay, it could be darker, so I'm going to hit it again. I just don't want to mash too hard and put too much ink, and then the words are too big and you can't read them. So just kind of take your time. Just push with my fingers. Give it a minute to soak in. Okay, now I think I like that. So I'm going to pick it up with my tweezers, and these are only tweezers that I use for this type of project. Put that in there, and a that piece of paper. You want to work quickly because this ink will dry on you. So try to have everything ready. So I'm generous with the powder. I tap it just a little bit. Then I'm looking around if I see any blobs anywhere of powder that don't belong. And actually it looks pretty good. It's a little bit off, but I think I can deal with it. So I'm going to go ahead and heat set it. So I want to put my lid on my powder. I don't need a mess here. Okay, so to heat set it, you can go from the back and heat it from the back, and just make sure you warm up your heat tool before you put it on your project. It'll be less warping. So let me warm it up. And it's pretty hot. You can go from the back side. And this is good to do if you're using glitter. I'm going to go from the front. Keep a distance. You don't have to have it right on there, and don't swirl it around. Just slow, steady movement. And keep a distance away because you can burn your paper. I can see it changing color, darkening. I'm just going to take my time. Okay, that looks great. It's beautiful. So it has that raised edge. You know, just take your time and go real slow. Stay a distance away, maybe 2 inches. And then take your time. Don't go like this all over the place because you're not getting the heat and you can blow that powder everywhere. You basically want to get the powder to set. So that looks really good. So I like that. So that's going to go on the inside of the card. All right, let me hang this up. So there's that. And then, all right, let me clean this up. And where's my, sorry for the reach, my little wipe thing. Just give it a quick before I put it away. Okay, and then I'll dry it. And then get ready for my, so I know I already like the color and everything, so I'm just going to go ahead with stamping this. This is the Made Just For You by, and there's signature. I am going to stamp, you may hear mowing. My husband is out mowing now, so that means I have a little time to finish up this video. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to stamp it on this oval that I die cut out. So let's see if I can get that kind of on the line. I like it that it has the grid lines. Let's see if I can get this a little bit centered better. I'm going to take this off so I can kind of look at it. All right, let me center this and kind of center it there. And I'm going to have to be careful not to get this powder. I should have done that before I put it down. Not on my sticky grid because it'll make it not sticky. And then make sure I get this right there, and I'm going with these lines here, right here. So I'm going to line that up. That's another reason why I like this sticky grit. I think that looks pretty good right there. So probably right there. So I'm going to set it down carefully, put down my front and pick it up. Okay, we're good. Make sure that I'm right side up, because I have done that before. All right, so I'm going to do this one, get ready for my powder here. And I already went on this. I'm just carefully doing the front so none of my oils from my fingers are picked up with the powder. But you can brush it off with a brush if you go too far with it. I'm just tapping, and I'm going to test it and see what it looks like. Okay, I love it. Now I'm going to hit it again because I want it darker, deeper. It's very nice stamp. Sometimes I hit it a third time, depends how dark you want it. And I am going to hit it one more time. Then I'm going to pick it up quickly. These are just tweezers that I only use for this. It is stuck down pretty good. Put my release sheet real quick. Put my scrap paper, close this. Get my powder on before it dries. I think it's good. Okay. Now you could, and I have done this, set this aside on a tray, do a whole bunch of them, and let them sit. It won't hurt it, and then you could heat set them all at once. So I do see a little bit of powder there. I think we're good. So that one's good, and I don't think I need my ink anymore, so I'm going to close this so I don't get stuff in there. So there's that. I get myself, put my lid on here, and then I'm going to heat set. All right. It should be warmed up, but I'm going to turn it on and warm it up and then heat set it real quick. Okay, that looks pretty good. There's that. I love it. It looks really good. Okay, so let me clean this up. I'm done with this. The only thing with the bigger stamp pads is you can get overage on here, so just make sure you give it a good clean before you put it away. So that's pretty good. And then I'm going to hit it with that and put it away. All right, I'm good with that. So let me get this out of the way. So let's see. Make sure I got a clean area here. I will grab my mat. And then this is my card. So I think I want to do what do I want to do? This is going to go on the inside here. So I guess I could put that down. But I want to do the front of the card. I have this. And I have a couple ferns that I got at Michael's. I got a package of these. These are so cute. So I was kind of thinking something like this. And then this is going to be wonky. These are wiry too, so I'm going to have to cut those off. Maybe 3 sunflowers. So I'll do like one here, one in the middle there, one here, and one there. It's kind of, let me open this up so it's not, there we go. I think that's better. And then these kind of have a mind of their own with the wire on them. That's why I like die cuts, but something like that. I kind of like that right there. So let's do that. Okay, so basically I need to figure out where I want my ferns and then layer on top on top. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut these little things off, the wires off. So let me do that on the ferns. I'm trying to find where my set is. Hang on one second. Yeah. I may have a lot of stuff in my room, but I can't kind of almost know where everything is, maybe. All right. Okay, I can use these. I've got this set. I think I got this at Michael's for beading, but it'll work for this. All right. So I want to cut these off. I only want to leave just a little bit. Oh, that worked out really well. Okay. All right. I like it. Oops, I don't want to get my card dirty. Okay, so move this over here so I'm not reaching. And I don't want to hurry. I want to have fun with this. This is for Janet. So, yeah, if I have to do a part 2, I have to do a part 2. That's all there is to it. Okay, so those will work out really well. And then I'll tuck these in, but I'll have to leave enough of the wire, I think. So say about there. Okay, is that the tallest? Yeah. So if they're all that size, seem to be a little bit more manageable. Oh, these work out really well. Okay, so I think if I get the ferns down first, so let me do that. And I think I'm going to use my, let's see, I have my Barely Art, but I did struggle with it, with the fabric. Hang on, let me put my, oh, I have way too many things out and about. All right, I did struggle a little bit with it sticking to fabric, so I'm not sure. I'll have to do a little bit more testing, so hopefully I got enough in here. Wow, I'm not sure. Tweezers. Let's see, I'm done with this. Where are my tweezers? And I really like it like that. So let me leave that one there. Oops, why did you move? They like to stick to each other. All right, let's do this one first, because I don't know how this is going to work. Don't know if I'm going to put it all the way on those. It could be free-flowing because I don't want the glue to show. So let me see how much glue I have. I should test it. Okay, I got some. So right there. And just do that. And hope for the best. Just do dots. I should do dots because I put way too much glue. Alright, I want that like that. And I need a new paper towel, clean one. Just gonna tap it down. Oh, I like it. Okay, so then I'll put this one down there. And I'm just gonna tap it. I'm gonna run a bead down the center here. Oh, don't fail me, glue. I'll see if I got some refill for this. Okay. Yeah, Abbey's out mowing now. He was working on the snowblower that needed repair from last winter, so. Oops, whoops, whoops, whoops. Go there. Okay, let me tap this down. Get some of the excess glue. Oh, I think he's done. He's gonna be hungry. Okay, this might be a two-parter. Okay, so this is gonna go here. This kind of like that. That kind of like that. And then that there, like that. Oops, it's just awkward until I get them glued down. And I'm probably going to use my fabric tack to put these down because I got some real estate behind it that I can do that. So that's going to be a little tricky. So maybe this one right there in the center. So let me do that. Sorry for the reach. Getting low on this too, and it's getting pretty thick. I'm just going to glue the back of this and wait to maneuver that wire. I may cut that wire totally off. We'll see. So that's going to go there. Because didn't think about, I'm going to have to put something here because you can kind of see my workings. So that's going to go there. So that's pretty good. That's going to go there. That's going to go like that. Once I put this down, I think it'll hold the wires, but I think I can pretty much cut the wires off. So, but I'll do all that in part 2. It'll give me time to refill my glue and get hubby some food. So, yep. Okay, I'm going to end the video here. This is part 1 of my card for, where'd my paperwork go? Janet Kay for her birthday challenge. So stay tuned for part 2. Okay, take care. Bye.